everyone, I just wanted to pop in and say hi and see how everyone's doing. I'm doing pretty good. I've been working a lot these days, just keeping up with the daily chores and work and trying to do the program as best as I can. So I wanted to show you guys something new that I'm trying, and just to give you a bit of a background, I live in a pretty remote location. So we have a grocery store that's maybe a few minutes down the road from where I live. The issue is it's only open during the summertime, because this area in general is just renowned for fishing and hunting and a lot of summertime activities. So there's a lot of tourists that come up during the summer. So we do have a grocery store here that's open only for, basically summer months. It's good that we have that at least, but it's very limited in terms of its offerings, and a lot of times the produce is not very fresh. There's no organic selection at all. So I go there when I'm stuck and I need something. I'll go grab some broccoli, cauliflower. They only have the very, very basics. Like, you're not going to find any exotic vegetables there. And a lot of times it's unfortunate, but it's just not fresh. The leaves are wilted and the produce is wrinkly, and I mean, it's just not ideal. So there's this program that's being offered in my area in northern Ontario. It's a pantry or a harvest bin. So basically, you when you opt in, so you pay a monthly fee, and it's automatic every month. You get a bin full of vegetables, fruits, and you even get farm fresh eggs delivered bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks you get this awesome bin full of fresh, certified organic produce that's grown right here in Ontario, mainly it's based out of Matheson, Ontario, which is in the north, but they do source some of their organic produce in the south, in southern Ontario. So this is homegrown certified organic produce delivered to your doorstep every 2 weeks. I've looked at it, and yes, it is more expensive than shopping at the grocery store. It is, but you're getting produce that's grown right here where you live, which is, I think, is amazing. And let's see, there's other stuff too I wanted to cover. Okay, so yeah, when you do opt in, you basically sign up and you have a profile that you need to fill out online, and you put in a password and all of that. So you can actually pick and choose what you want to receive in your bin. So let's say you don't like cucumbers for some reason, you can check cucumbers off the list and you won't receive any cucumbers. So there's a lot of flexibility there, and there's also, like, if you let them know 2 days ahead of time, let's say you're on vacation and you're away, and you won't be home to use your bin, you can suspend a bin and you can opt out of the program entirely at any time, so no strings attached. So for me, I figured it would be worth a try, because other than that small grocery store that I only use in the summertime, and I only go there in the summertime, and it's to, like, if I'm stuck and I need something the day of for cooking, I'll go there and pick it up. But ideally I don't do my big grocery shopping there. So I have to travel 45 minutes north to a town called New Liskeard, or I have to travel about an hour south from here to a town called North Bay. North Bay is a larger city. It's got a lot more variety for me to choose from. So whenever I can, I like to go to North Bay. And there's also like shopping malls and stuff. So it's fun. So typically, like in the winter time, we have no grocery store here in Temagami. So I have no choice but to go either to Lisgard or North Bay. So it makes it a little bit difficult, especially in the winter time, because we have major snowstorms and the highways can be a little treacherous to travel on. So yeah. So I decided to try this. Like I said, it's a little bit more pricey, but I think it's going to be totally worth it. And just a quick disclaimer, I do cook and feed my husband as well, and he eats quite a bit. So I still opted for a lot of the vegetables that Dr. Wilson doesn't recommend, such as mushrooms, zucchini, and the nightshade family, because my husband still eats them. And I will admit too, I do eat them once in a while. I do love having, if I make a stir fry, I'll throw in a green pepper in there once in a while as a treat, because I need variety. I don't always have access to the produce that Dr. Wilson recommends. So I'm very limited where I live, so I find that sometimes I'm always eating the same vegetables. Like if you look at the cruciferous family, it's basically all the same vegetables. They kind of just look different on the outside, but it's all the same stuff. Cauliflower, broccoli, there's not much difference between them nutritional wise. So I find that I'm always eating the same stuff. So I do once in a while throw in some peppers, or I'll have a little bit of mushrooms once in a while and as a treat, and I don't feel guilty about it, because hey, I'm doing a million times better than I was. And I think that's the whole intention behind nutritional balancing. If you're striving for perfection, it's just not going to work. So yeah, okay, so let's do this. I haven't looked at it yet, so this is like Christmas for me. It's Christmas morning. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm going to be getting some stuff that is probably not approved according to Dr. Wilson. But like this, for instance, wow, a head of romaine lettuce. I've never seen organic romaine lettuce, certified organic romaine lettuce in a grocery store before. So this is actually the first time I think I've seen this. And you know what? I'm gonna probably make some Caesar salad on the weekend as a treat. I've been working outside quite a bit these days, just because it's that time of year. I have a lot of, my yard is fairly, quite a bit to maintain, and I have a lot of flower beds to take care of, and right now is like the time to be outside before the black flies, and they're already starting. So the last couple weeks, 3 weeks, I've been working outside quite a bit, so I haven't been following my program as much, just because I'm just trying to get ahead and getting things done. So like I have a limited window to be able to work outside comfortably, and I've been able to get a lot of yard work done, fortunately, which is great. So I've been outside in the sun a lot these days, and I'm finding that my body is running hotter than usual, which is good. It's because essentially I'm like being exposed in sunlight it's similar to sauna therapy in a sense, because you are getting those wavelengths from the sun, and they're very healing. So last night I ran very hot. I got up in the middle of the night and my sheets were drenched. So I think that this weekend, this is a little bit of more of a yin type vegetable, just because I've been working, physically working. It's when you're gardening, you're on your knees and you're digging, and it can be physically demanding work to a certain extent, lifting up those heavy bags of topsoil, of potting soil, all of that stuff. So I've been working my body a little bit more now, and I find that I've been feeling like my body is warmer or more yang from being out in the sun. So I'm going to treat myself this weekend and make a nice Caesar salad for myself and my husband. Ooh, these are approved. These are going to be awesome in a stir fry. Swiss chard, I believe, and chop them up. Add them to your stir fry. These are so crispy. Oh my goodness, I'm like super impressed. Wow. Kale. Woohoo, that as well. I love kale. I can eat kale raw, but I know its preferred method is to cook it on a nutritional balancing program, but organic kale. Looking forward to that. Okay, this is gonna be for my husband. Some organic grapes. Okay, you can't find organic grapes at the grocery store, and I can tell right away they are different. They're tiny. They're like little balls, and like Dr. Wilson says, try to, when you're buying produce, you want to try and buy the stuff that's smaller in size, more dense. It's going to be more yang in nature. So yeah, my husband is going to love these grapes. And these are going to be for my husband too. Cucumbers, organic cucumbers, and they are firm. I've bought organic cucumbers at the grocery store before, and the tips are usually very soft. These are gorgeous. They look so good. And my husband, he's not on a nutritional balancing program, but he's been eating very, very well, like since I started my healing journey, essentially, because I'm at home, so I do cook for him. So he's like kind of following the nutritional balancing diet, but he does eat some fruit, and I prefer that he eats fruit versus granola bars and snacks and little bags of chips and crisps and all that stuff. He's much better off eating an apple than any sort of packaged food, in my opinion. And I don't mind that he brings an apple. He brings half of a cucumber every day in his lunch. I think that's fantastic. He's made like massive improvements over the last few years on his diet, and he's been feeling a lot better. And he's not on the nutritional balancing program, like I said. So carrots. Ooh. Okay, these are my favorite. I love carrots and carrot juice. Oh, I'm a fan of carrots. My kryptonite. Ooh, okay, I don't think we're allowed to have asparagus, but oh my god, these look just like the ones that my mom grows in her garden. Yay! I'm excited. These are fantastic, steamed with a little bit of butter or ghee and garlic. Oh, and sea salt. I'm definitely gonna have some. These are beautiful. Okay, so peppers, like I said, I still eat them once in a while. I throw them in the stir fry. In a stir fry, I find that it's okay as a treat. I much prefer eating that than going out to a restaurant as my treat. I just stay home and I just add variety to my cooking once in a while. I think that's totally fine. But during the week, I'm pretty strict though. Oh, red onions. These are fantastic and approved on the nutritional balancing program. And this is going to be for my husband. These little nectarines, Ontario grown. Woohoo! Oh, nice. Okay, some apples, some Ontario apples. A bag of apples. This is all stuff my husband's gonna polish in like a few days. Like this bin bi-weekly. Oh, and this is another detail too. This is the 1 to 2 person bin. I wanted to try the 1 to 2 person bin, although technically we eat a lot more than that. Myself and Jeremy, myself being on a nutritional balancing program, and he's kind of somewhat following my diet as well. So this is definitely not enough to cover for 2 weeks, like not even close. Like we'll polish through all of that in a few days, but that's not the intent of this bin. This is just to get more organic local produce into my body, really. There's nothing more to it, and it's to support a local business too. I think what this lady is doing is just fantastic. This is an excellent program. I'm just blown away. Mushrooms. Like I said, I'm not supposed, or we're not supposed to have mushrooms, but I do occasionally cook with them as a treat on the weekends especially. I think that's okay. Instead of going out to the restaurant and having like a Big Mac or something, not that I do that, but you know, this is much, much better. Okay, so yeah, this is the 1 to 2 person bin. There's a single bin or a senior bin option that's even less than this, and there's a 2 or 3 to 5 person option. So if I see that I really like this program over the winter, I might upgrade to the 3 to 5 person, because in the winter time I have absolutely no grocery store where I live to get me unstuck. So then I'd have even more produce delivered to my door every 2 weeks. I would still need to go shopping every couple weeks to replenish what I'm missing. But I think this is fantastic. I'm super excited. You can probably tell. Zucchini, that too, I don't think we're allowed, but well, my husband likes this stuff too, but I love zucchini. I'll most likely make something with that. Zucchini stir fry or zucchini noodles or something like that as a treat. And this is for my husband. He's a really big potato man. He grew up eating a lot of potatoes. And yeah, he loves his potatoes. And the fact that they're certified organic and non-GMO, I think that's fantastic, because I can tell that I can tell you that like 99% of the potatoes you buy at the grocery store are most likely genetically modified. I am able to find some certified organic, non-GMO potatoes at the store, and I noticed that within a couple of weeks they already start sprouting. So that means they're more natural. But if you buy a regular bag of potatoes, you can keep them for like months without them sprouting or germinating, right? So obviously somebody did something there, so that and if you look at them, the potatoes are nice and round and they're perfect shape, and when you look at organic potatoes, they're typically smaller, they're more, you know, weird shape, and they're kind of harder to peel and to work with, but you're getting something that's a lot better, a lot healthier. And last but not least, we always get 2 dozen of free-range, organic, local, pasture-raised eggs. So that's it for the bin, and it's, you know, I look at this and it's definitely not a lot for somebody that's on nutritional balancing, because we eat a shit ton of vegetables. It's just our reality. But the intention of this bin is just to give me a break. I don't need to go to the grocery store or travel to, you know, out of town as often, because I've been working a lot these days, and I find it very difficult to find the time to get in my car and drive out. I have to make a special trip and all of that stuff. So yeah, just right before I close this video, because it's almost 20 minutes long, sorry guys, but yeah, I got this nice little sheet here, and it's laminated. I'm going to go through this. It's tips on how to store your produce. I got a bit of swag with my bin, a nice calendar with all of my harvest days. This is so cool, and I even got some little recipes too. I'm gonna have to look at that. So I'm just really, really excited, and I think it's fantastic that we have somebody that's doing this around here. We need more of these services. This is great stuff. So yeah, the video's almost 20 minutes now, and yeah. That's it for me today. I really, really hope that you guys are all doing well. And yeah, very, very grateful to be a part of this group. I am learning so much from all of you, and that's it for me. Ciao for now. Much love. Bye.